Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some Farming Simulator 25 Survival Challenge here on the New Frontier map. This is Yurakin. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell, and also don't forget to leave comments down below. All of that for you is free and it'll help me and the channel grow. So we're coming in, we are in May here and we are about to cut our grass. If you see here, our grass is at the height it needs to be to cut. So we're going to cut our grass and then we're going to bale it with our new baler. So let's go ahead and unfold our mower. We're going to lower it down and we're going to turn it on and get going here. Now, our plans, we've already planted a couple fields. Our plans are to get us a harvester. We're kind of committed now that we've got this field planted. So that's what we're going to do. Right now we're going to go ahead and cut this steering assist on, so we can kind of go here a little easier. But now we may not get all this done today. Now it looks like we might have missed a strip planting there or something, but I'm not really worried about it. We'll get it the next time. But so we're pretty much committed now that we are going to get us a harvester since we have planted crops. So that's what we got to do. We got to make some money. Let's go ahead but anyway, so we should get a pretty good amount of bales off of here. I think it's 125 centimeter bales that our baler is going to make, because it wraps on them. So we got it for a good deal. So we will hopefully be able to make a good bit of money off those silage bales. We may not get it all done today. I mean, it's a lot of mowing and a lot of baling, so we're just gonna try to do what we can here. Go ahead and finish up this, cleaning up what we started here. So as it's going here, let's show you what we've got. We have got wheat here and canola here. That is our current situation. And then of course we've got our big grass field here. Now we've got room to make a couple of more fields. One of them would be kind of small over here on the side. But I think we'll probably utilize that land later on for maybe some other buildings and things, because it's not that big. So we just gotta kind of think about what we're going to do going forward. My current plan is to, of course, cut those trees right there. We will be cutting those and putting them in our sawmill. That way we can make more money, obviously. That's what we got the sawmill for. But now that we have a way to make money on our farm, we won't be doing any more contracts. This is a survival challenge. I was using contracts to kind of get us started. We have, a sawmill. We have 2 greenhouses. We now have equipment that lets us make money. Um, so we have the baler now. So that, we'll be able to get our silage made a little easier. Silage fit, I know it's probably something I did wrong. I didn't have the right equipment, but I didn't have money to buy anything else. So we sold the silage to fund the baler. We got the baler, got a little bit of money left over. So that's where we are. But I think once we get all these bales turned into silage and sold, we will be okay. Money-wise, I think we'll be sitting in a pretty good spot because we will have some more pallets to spawn and things like that. So, and like I said, it takes a while to cut this field with the mower we have. I would like to get the rear mower and a windrower so we could, have less swaths to deal with when we're baling. But don't think we can afford those right now. But we will. Now, and my hope also, while we're doing this, is that once we get the harvester, we can make enough money to buy some kind of production to put the crop in. But we definitely will be getting some kind of silo or something to hold our crops, because I don't want to sell the crops outright. I do want to maximize our money from those things, so hopefully we'll be able to do that. But we need, around 140,000 to get the harvester and header, and this is the cheapest one, which is the Rousla Mash, which is a small harvester, which is probably going to be what we have to do unless something comes up on sale. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and look at the sale, see if there's anything. Okay, so neither one of those things help us. And we got offline there somehow. Let's just back up. That was something I did wrong, as usual. But, we'll just have to see how it comes. We can't lease, we can't borrow, and from now on we can't do contracts. So we're all in here on our farm now. I made a rule for myself once we had a way to make decent money, which silage is decent money. It's not as good as it has been in other farming simulators, but it's still good money. And we're just gonna have to do what we can do, and hopefully we'll be able to get the harvester and not lose any money. just have to hope that we can make enough money off of silage and planks and beams. There is a production that I would like to get that costs about $55,000. That will take the wheat. It will not take the canola, but it will take the wheat. So let's hope that we can be able to do something with it once we get it. But, you know, that remains to be seen. Of course, you know, once we're able to get another mower, this job will be a little easier, but we'll need to get a windrower to be able to kind of maximize our, or not maximize, not the word I'm looking for, to shorten our time of baling, because we'll have less passes to go up and down. Of course, now we might be able to purchase a windrow. But I think just saving up for the harvester is going to be a challenge in itself. You know, and like I said, I've been doing a lot of deadwood contracts to get us where we are. Let's go ahead and start going the other way now. And we do have other grass that we can mow, just for extra, but I'm only going to get what I get. I'm not going to go out of my way. There's a lot of grass to pick up now. Maybe in between, you know, getting this field cut and baled up, after we get that done, maybe we go through and cut some more grass. And in between the fields there and off to the sides. But we'll just kind of see how things go. Obviously, you know, we got to try to make as much as we can. But I'm hoping we get a good bit of this done today. But we won't leave this month until we've done everything we can do on our farm to make money. So we'll probably cut a little bit more grass, try to bale it up too. Definitely be cutting a few more trees down. Getting close to the halfway point of cutting here, so I'm hoping we can get most of the baling done in this episode. That way we can go ahead and get our silage fermenting. I'm hoping that we can leave it all on the trailer, but we may not have room to put it all on the trailer. So we'll just have to see how many bales we get, and if we can't get it all on the trailer, that just means more money, right? So we're gonna just do what we can do and go from there. But I hope y'all are enjoying the series. I know it's been a few days since I had an episode come out, but my real life schedule kind of interfered with a little bit of recording, so kind of had to shuffle things around a little bit. But we should hopefully be back on schedule now, 100%. But like I said, this is a survival challenge. Um, we can't do any contracts anymore. I kind of told myself that we would only use contracts to get us to this point. You know, grass doesn't make a lot of money, but silage does make a lot more, so we were at that point where we can make better money off of this grass field. And between that and our sawmill making us planks and beams and long planks, we should be able to fund what we need to now. Of course, the more things we get, the better it'll be. Of course, we are going to have to think about purchasing other plots of land. Now there is, once we get the harvester, there are other fields we can buy, just that are already made. It's not whole plots, but we can buy the fields within the plots separately, like field 1 and 2 that are right over there. We could purchase those fields, and that'll be a cheaper way to get more land. But we really want to get another plot as well, so we'll have more trees. Now, there are only a few plots that I'm allowed to buy with this challenge. We'll get started on this line here. And we'll show you kind of where that's at. So I can only buy 30, 39, or 46. Only plots that are directly connected. We can't go diagonal. So 30 I could purchase 39, I could purchase 46. So those are the, and that's how we have to go. Now, once we buy another piece of property, that adds more properties that we can buy that are adjacent but not cornered. We can't do the corners. So kind of makes it a little bit harder. Our lands have to connect. That's kind of the purpose of survival challenges, for it to be difficult. So right now we only have 3 properties we can buy. Now, I would like to buy 30, 39, and then 46 is pretty open. 39 is probably our better option because it has trees. Just another way to make money. Having more trees to cut down just means more things we can process. More trees we can process, more wood, planks and stuff we can make. So that would probably be what we do. Is probably going to buy 39 first, because it does have a decent amount of trees on it. And we're not playing on the forestry map. We were playing on the more farmlands map. The forestry map would have made it a little easier than I wanted. There would have been a lot more trees. And I did want to, like I said, wanted to make it a little difficult, so I chose the farmland one instead of the forestry map. Because the forestry map, in some places, the trees are just so dense, it's crazy. I did look at it, and it would have made a lot more money off wood, but again, I didn't want to just be doing forestry forever. We're not going to be a forestry farm, but we will utilize the trees that we have to get that done. But I didn't want to have too many trees, and some of those forestry plots just are so dense with trees, you could make hundreds of thousands of dollars very easily. there are some mods being tested on the Giants right now that would help us. I know there is a sawmill mod, I think, made by GameJoy. I don't know if it's going to be released on ModHub or not. I know he has released it to some of his personal friends in the community. I'm new to the farm sim community as far as content creation goes, so I don't have those contacts, but hopefully there's a few mods that he's made that will help with that. But I'm only going to use mods that are off of ModHub because I don't like going into files and changing things. So if there are mods that come out on ModHub that will help us, I will definitely grab those, but I won't be downloading any third-party site mods because I don't like messing with game files. I know there's a lot of people that do it, and that's fine. I'm just not very good at doing things like that, and I'll be that person who does something like that and messes up and delete something I'm not supposed to, or replace something I'm not supposed to, and then my game doesn't work. So I use mods that are in the ModHub because they are supposed to be tested. There are still glitches sometimes of things of mods that conflict and things like that, and that's just part of playing with mods. So now we will go ahead and cut that little strip of grass right there in between our farmyard and our field to get us a little bit of extra grass for this cut, but I'm not going to cut all the other grass back over there and up through there right now. I may do that later, but for right now we've got a lot to bale, and like I said, I will be cutting that little strip right there just to give us a little extra. We're almost done with our field. About 4 or 5 more passes, it looks like, maybe 6. And we'll cut that strip in between, and then we'll get to baling. Obviously we need a bigger mower, but to get another mower, we'll need a bigger tractor. So now I'm really planning on buying something that will utilize the wheat, but I can't buy 2 productions anytime soon. So the canola we may have to sell just after we cut the field, or harvest the field, I guess is the correct thing. So we may use the canola to boost our income to get the production that we want for the wheat, but I am going to have to put down at least a small silo of some sort to be able to hold those things until we get the production. And like I said, I know like there's a small oil mill that we could get, and we'll just have to see where we're at once we get the harvester. Money wise, there's an oil mill that's about 27,000, I think, like that, something like that, and it also makes flour. So we may have to go that route first and then do the other production later. But we just have to see where we're at on money. I'm hoping that a bigger or a trailer, say bigger trailer, the only thing we have is that little truck bed trailer that we have. Hoping that some kind of trailer will come up in the sale that we can store our grain in, because I really don't want to build a silo right now, unless I absolutely have to, but it may come down to that. It would be better if we could just buy the production and put our stuff straight in it. And like I said, there's a production that I want to put down. It's called the multi-grain production or something like that. It makes some cakes and bread and some different flours and things. So that was the one I want, but it's more expensive than the oil one. The oil mill, which I think does wheat flour as well. So there is that option that we can get that production and at least turn both of our crops into something. I mean, obviously I'd love to use the flour to make bread and things like that to make more money, but we may not have that option when we get there, so we'll just kind of play that by ear as we go. Alright, so one more strip and we'll be done mowing. We'll mow that little strip in between where our concrete pad and our field is, and then we will start our baling process. And hopefully we will get quite a few bales. I'm not sure how much silage is worth, but whatever it is worth, we'll take it. So let's go ahead and finish this strip here, and then we'll cut that couple of 2 or 3 strips there in between our fields, our field and our yard rather. So let's go ahead and look up here. Now I could cut this part of the field in all the way up to the concrete, but we'll just cut it when it's good and ripe, I guess you could say. Now this, you won't get as much grass off of this, but we are cut up to here. Should kind of give us an even. Back up to here. And we do have quite a few grass bales set up for when we do get goats and sheep, and that will be the wool and the milk will be something we can use to make a little extra money. And I think that's what I'm going to do with this piece of land over here eventually. There, looks like we've got a stump that we need to get rid of. And there are 2 reasons why I want to put the goat pasture over on that side. One, it'll be right next to where we have our field, our stuff, you know, our yard. And 2, there's a lot of stumps over there that I won't have to get rid of if we put the sheep and goat enclosure or enclosures there. So, alright, let's go ahead and turn that off. There we go. Let's get more dropped off. We'll get started baling here. Just drop this off here. Of course, once we get through baling, we'll have to fertilize this field. Alright. I'm not even sure this tractor has enough power to really pull this baler, but we're going to try. Alright, so let's lower the pickup. Cut automatic drop on. Turn the baler on. So we may be a little slow doing this. Looks like it's handling it okay though. These are 3,500 meter bale, 3,500 liter bales. Trying to pick up every little bit of grass. So already 7 bales, not bad. I would love to guess how many we're going to get, but I'd be wrong, so I'm not gonna. I'm hoping for 40 or 50, but, we'll see. I doubt it's going to be that many. I would guess somewhere between 30 and 35, but like I said, that we'll just see how it is. I mean, we got a lot of grass to pick up, so we'll see. This little bit right here. Of course, we'll have to go back and pick up the bits and pieces we missed. Do that at the end. There will be that little strip right there we probably should have gotten, but I'm going to get it later. May get more than 35 bales. Already at 12, so we'll do our best to pick up every little bit that we missed. while we're here, you can see these. Let's go ahead and get rid of these stumps. Since they are causing us problems. Thought there was another one. See it. We're going to search for it. There it is. Go ahead and get that strip up there. Missed. We missed up here. We'll go ahead and grow them just so we don't have to come back later. Got them all, I think. So like I said, I'm not sure how many bales we'll get, but it's looking pretty good so far. We're at 17 bales. I'm not sure how many our trailer will hold. Perfect world, we'd be able to get them all on the trailer and let them just sit there and ferment, but you know, if we have more than what the trailer can hold, that just means more money. But I do hope that we'll make a decent chunk of change off the silage. Looks like we may get all the baling done today. Video goes a little bit longer. I'm okay with that if we finish up the job. Now, there is more grass, like I said, that we can cut, and I may do that. Like I said, just see how this goes. Let's look real quick into pricing. Let's go down to the silage. Is it up here? No, it's down at the bottom one. So silage if we look here, it's 364 per 1,000 liters at the farmer's market. So that means that each bale will be worth a little over $1,000. Probably like between $1,000 and $1,100 per bale. So that's pretty good money. You know, the more bales we get, the more money that'll be. You know, we're sitting at 16,000 right now. So if we were to get 35 bales, that would mean between 36 and 37,000, maybe a little more than that for bales. So that would be really good going toward getting our harvester. Now, let's grab that little piece there. Trying to keep it cleaned up as we go here, so we don't have to do a lot of backtracking. If there was a piece I missed up here, we'll have to try to grab. Smidge right there. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, we do have farm sim every day on Riverbend Springs. There's a video every day that comes out on that. That is our kind of laid back, see what we can do playthrough. We are getting along pretty good on that one. This one will be coming out 3 days a week. I believe on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays is what I have it set up for right now. But I also have a lot of other type of games on here, mostly simulation games. That's what I'm into. So there are a lot of different games that I play, put out between 4 and 5 videos every day. So a lot of content for you to check out. There's over 300 videos on the channel. So if you like sim games, there are some other options for you on this channel. But if you're just here for farm sim, you can at least get, you know, about 8 videos a week for that. Let's cut that off real quick so we can get turned back around. So there'll be at least 8 farm sim videos every week, and I do plan in the future, once more maps come out, to have another series going. That will probably if we have another map, there will probably be a restructure on how I do the other series here, Riverbend Springs. Now I will try my best to keep this one at 3 per week. This is going to be a long process. The plans I have to do on this map, we've talked about it a little bit, but I do plan on building like a little town with houses and shops and things like that. And that will be a overtime development. It's not going to be anything we do anytime soon because of money. But basically, I want to turn this map into a farm town. So there will be a lot of farmland. Like, we're not going to be building a town anytime soon. But I do plan on building at least a little kind of subdivision. Say there will be some extra sell points and extra, houses on the map that aren't going to be ours per se. I mean, yes, technically we will own them because the money's going to come from our farm. So back up and get this little piece here. But I do plan on, like I said, turning at least one plot on this map. Will be kind of a little town area that will have some different shops and houses and things like that. Just kind of make it, like I'm building a town, not just a farm, but a town. So I guess you could say those houses will be for workers that we hire and things like that. Just a little role playing there, but I have an idea of what I want to do. Just like I said, it's going to take a lot of time and money, and it will be something that develops over time. Now I don't know if I'll be able to do it because I didn't start this game off as multiplayer, but I'm hoping I will be able to basically have another farm, so to speak, on here. I'll have to try it. I haven't done it yet. That's something I'm going to try off camera. To see if we can have a separate farm. I'm not sure how it's going to work with the way, I started this out in single player, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to go the multiplayer route or not. But if we can't, then we'll just have to do it the hard way, which means we'll have to make all the money for everything, for the town, for the development of the town, and our farm as well. So I do have a plot in mind for that. So we're up to 30 bales already. So I guess we will be getting more than 35. Good thing. So I guess we know we should get at least 35 to 40 bales now. That bale's going to be in the way. That's alright. We will get the baling done. Our video may be a little long. The next video will be us picking up the bales. We'll end the video once we get done baling. But the next video we'll be picking up the bales, put them on the trailer, at least most of them on the trailer, and then we're going to have to fertilize this field. I want to do that before we move on. So we will have to get all the bales picked up and moved. And then we'll have to fertilize this field so we get a good yield out of it next cut, which will be in August, I guess. I will be recording this episode and the next one back to back. So once we get done baling, the next video is going to be us, picking up our bales and getting the field refertilized, or fertilized, not refertilized, but fertilized. But we will be doing that in the next episode, and then probably check on our sawmill. Probably need to cut down a couple of trees and put some more wood in the sawmill. I know we've got some bits there, but I'm not going to move for every one of those bits right now. We're almost done, so we'll come back and get those. But it looks like we're going to have a little over 40 bales, so $40,000 to $50,000 is going to be nice. Definitely more than I was expecting, so happy about that. Let's go ahead and spin around here and grab these other little bits. Almost through here. Deer playing on the edge of our field there. So 40, almost 43 full bales. I don't know if we'll get the full 43 or not. Probably not. There's going to be enough in this little piece down here that I missed. But we can unload this bale. And like I said, I will bring y'all back here when we're picking up our bales. Let's go ahead and get this little bitty piece right here. Alright. Let's cut that off. Let's unload our unfinished bale there. So it's about 1,000 liters short, but a little bit less than 1,000. But anyway, a good amount of bales. So I do appreciate y'all being with me here today. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that like button, that notification bell. And also don't forget to leave comments down below. All that for you is free, and it helps me and the channel grow. And for all of you that have been supporting me so far, I do appreciate you. You guys rock. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.